Hey, Scruffy. Oh, coming in. Yeah, cooled down today, so it's kind of surprising. I was expecting it to get warmer. And yeah, it was overcast most of the day. Yeah, sun finally came out in the late afternoon, but it's looking pretty gloomy most of the day. So I'm early to dinner too, so I'm surprised Scruffy is active. Yeah. So you're smelly fish tonight. Okay. So get the food on the table. The glove. Sit in the chair. So I put a tiny bit of earth on one of the fingers of the glove at lunch. So I'm going to try to sneak a little bit of the earth onto his fur to see if I can treat the fleas. Problem is, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be nearly enough. Oops. So I can't put too much or he'll freak out again, like probably about 2 weeks ago. And there's so much fur. it's hard to apply a tiny little bit. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to work. But I think I'm going to keep trying to sneak some earth on the glove if I can get away with it. And we'll see how that works. So yeah, anyway, yeah, the weather is cooler again, and yeah, it was overcast most of the day. So yeah, very odd. I checked the forecast, and they're saying I think today and tomorrow are going to be basically the same, and then I think the following day it's going to heat up. So I think yeah, the following 2 days it's going to heat up by like I don't know 10 degrees or something. But then by the end of the forecast, it's going to be over 20 degrees warmer than it is now. And then I don't know if it's going to keep getting hotter after that. But yeah, I'm a little apprehensive about the sudden jump in temperature. So I don't mind the first 10 degrees, but yeah, then immediately getting the 20 degrees and then maybe even more. I'm not exactly thrilled about that. I wouldn't mind the 10-degree jump and it just kind of staying there for a while. So my legs are feeling really tired, and the weather was looking really gloomy, so I wasn't sure if I was going to go out today, but the sun came out in the late afternoon and felt like I should try to go out, so I went for a bike ride and went back to the park that's finally open. And yeah, because it was, I guess, so cold and probably gloomy most of the day, the park was pretty empty, so very, very, very few people there. It was already, not very busy to begin with since it's been closed for almost 4 months. And then I don't know how many people actually know it's been reopened. So there were more people there the other day when I went, but yeah, there weren't actually that many people. And then yeah, today was even less, but the weather was much less nice. But yeah, it's a nice ride. So I like the babbling brook. And, in fact, I can hear the water flow in the creek now. Usually it's so dry I can't hear anything. So the rushing water is soothing. Yeah, there were signs that maybe so the main road is damaged, so that's why they're not reopened to cars. So it's pedestrian, cyclists, and horses only type thing. And yeah, I saw the main road damage, and it's only a short segment. So I imagine, yeah, because they got to fortify the road so it doesn't collapse into the creek. Yeah, it's going to cost a little more. I think you know, they're floating the number 20 million or something. I think that's excessive. I can't. Yeah, I can't believe that little section is going to cost $20 million. Imagine if it was a little private farmer or something, trying to repair a small section of his road, and he gets a quote, and somebody says, "Yeah, that's $20 million." I was like, "Yeah, screw you." Nothing would ever get done if things are that expensive. But yeah, it's government park, and I think actually they're playing a game. So my thinking is maybe they're actually trying to use this excuse to have all the roads in the park redone, because all the roads actually need work. They've been eroding for years. The roads actually are pretty terrible at the park, and they're usable, but yeah, they're terrible. And I'm thinking maybe they're saying, "Oh no, all of them, the whole thing needs repair. The storms did massive damage. We need emergency funding." And so I'm thinking, yeah, they're jacking up the price so they get everything done, and then the 20 million doesn't seem so outrageous. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, so because the main road's closed, there's an old entrance, and that's part of my alternate route. So the old entrance, which is no longer used, because that road is pretty much deteriorated and it's probably not safe either for vehicles. And that one goes down a really windy mountainside, and so that one it's a pretty long windy road. That one's actually probably pretty expensive to repair just by itself. I can kind of see, and then yeah, it's also kind of scary to drive too. So I remember driving down it once, and back when it was still open, and yeah, it was kind of terrifying actually. So anyway, it looks like, yeah, they may, like, for for the workers. They may be using that road now because I noticed they rearranged some things, so it looks like, yeah, they might be using that road now because the main road's not safe enough. I'm gonna feed Scruffy if he's pretty calm. Okay, so food there. Oops. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I don't think I saw Scruffy today except at lunch. Noticed straws in front of a little bit of straws in front of the shelter again. Still haven't picked it up, but yeah, since it was colder, yeah, he might have been using the shelter again. So this might be the last week he uses it, because if it is going to jump up 20 degrees or more, probably won't need it after that. Hey, Scruffy. Sun disappeared. Ow. That's a loud meow. Missed the sun, huh? It's a little windy, too. I see some straw is in front of the shelter. I bet you went in there. I thought it was supposed to warm up, but it keeps cooling down. Okay, so I'm going to put your water down. And let me get the glove. So you went right to the mat. And now you're backed away. Okay, you're back. So yeah, I must have screwed up the routine somehow. Oh, that's a nice meow. Oops. Tonight's dinner is the smelly fish, kibble, rotisserie chicken scraps, and the earth. So it's the last of the smelly fish in the can, so we'll get another flavor tomorrow. Also is the last of the chicken scraps in this particular batch, so I gotta thaw out another bag. So I just did that, or well, I just transferred it from the freezer to the refrigerator. So See if it's ready tomorrow. Might still be too frozen. So I'm not sure how long to give Scruffy the earth. I've read different accounts, so I think I've usually targeted 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks seems like it's generally long enough to kill the worms. However, I've read that the offspring of worms, to get that, you may need to go 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm debating if I want to go longer. I'll probably go another week, since I think I've done it before. I don't know if I want to go 4 weeks though. Play it by ear. So part of the problem is I forgot to give him the earth in a few days, so I might need to go longer anyway. So yeah, I am concerned that the giving him too much earth may constipate him. And since Scruffy is out of my sight most of the day, I don't know what he's doing or not doing most of the day. So if he's having problems, I can't actually tell sometimes, or I don't think I'd be able to tell. So since I can't monitor him that closely, I'm a little hesitant just to keep giving him earth indefinitely. So I want to end it within a reasonable amount of time. So I'm looking at his water bowl right now, and the water level is much lower than I thought it'd be. I think he drank probably more water than usual. Or a raccoon got in there. But I think the raccoons usually make a big mess, so they usually come in the middle of the night. Oh, Scruffy left a lot of food under the balls. Move the balls. I'd be hungrier. I am early, so maybe not. But this is the smelly fish, so I thought he'd gobbling it up. Interesting. He's trying to avoid me with one end of the chair, even though I'm not trying to pet him. So I got a shipment notice of my car battery charger maintainer. I didn't check the tracking information, so I don't know if it's actually when it's gonna arrive yet. I think so originally they were claiming they'd be here in 2 days, so tomorrow I think. I don't really believe that, but they did manage to ship my fill valve last time, and I think the 2 days. Usually what happens is they claim it's going to ship pretty fast, and I see it get to the main distribution hub really, really fast, but then it always got stuck at that distribution hub for sometimes weeks, And so I try not to get my hopes up that the package is arriving anytime soon. But I don't know, maybe they fixed their distribution hub. It never made any sense why it would get stuck at the distribution hub for so long. But at the same time, the distribution hub is actually not that close to me, so 2 days does seem really optimistic, even if everything was working correctly. The only thing I can think of is they already had it at the distribution hub, and they just need to get it to me. But traditionally, I think I see it shipped to the distribution hub, so it means it's not there. Well, Scruffy left some food behind, and he's leaving. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. See you next time.